Coach Brian McDermott, who's has an elite soap sand program in Chicago. They have an indoor facility, and he's one of the first people to beat the pandemic. He constant communication with the Department of Health. They authorize him to have indoor practices. The coaches have to leave a mask, which back then it made national news too. It was he just showed a safe way behind it, because Department of Health only thinks indoor sixes when they think of volleyball, right? They don't know beach is like, you're on the beach, the wind is blowing the hell, the virus is getting blown the hell, you know, it doesn't even like reach whatever. So it really comes to what I just said before. You look a kid in the eye and tell him, honestly, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. And that's the first thing. And the second thing, tell a kid to overcome certain odds. If you want to do something a lot of people say you can't do, be very candid about the path. Tell them, if you want to put the work in, I got your back. There's nothing more that motivates a kid more for a coach to be honest, to say this ain't going to be easy, it's going to be hard. But as a common denominator, if it's hard, I'm going to be there either way. I'm going to be there, I'll back you either way. I'm here for you either way. I got your back either way. You know, and the feedback I've gotten from parents on the college level and the high school level was just, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing what I was taught by my stepfather. I was taught in the Army, which got multiplied by 10 from theater school, because theater and your approach to acting is so much more. There's so many things in common. Like maybe a little off topic. Like the one thing that playing a professional sport and acting has in common is the audience doesn't care if you had a bad day. It's a little off topic, but it's connected. No. Like, you know, let's say you had some bad chicken, or your girlfriend broke up with you, but you got to play this tournament or whatever. The people who want to watch you play, they don't care, right? Theater, right? Your girlfriend dumped you or whatever, and you have to find a way to unscrew yourself before you get up on that stage.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, either way, I have a theater volleyball player turned theater kid. I've got 2 volleyball players, and it's amazing to see the things that we take from the stage and the court that then play out into the game of life, right? So that consistency that you're talking about, that, hey, I got to screw this mood and show up, that's what creates a leader and a winner in life. And so it's to see your story and
to grow the sport of volleyball, Wendy, is to take these kids, the kids from the beginning that if you did your job, to tell them, don't say you can't do anything. And to see that kid on the stage, kind of takes care of itself. Why is this 5'9" guy blocking at the net? He had jump training. You're going to appreciate his story. Fans will follow him. Eric Baranek, right? Eric Baranek is basically from ball boy to Manhattan Beach semi-finalist. If you could appreciate his story and the work he put in, right? Chris Austin, pretty undersized at every position, but two-time national champion at Irvine, right? And made his first main draw before the pandemic with KJ. So, but the sport gets raised by personalities. Everyone agrees with that. But where do you get the personalities? You get the personalities, you raise them because you include everybody. And that's where you get it. And you allow these people to shine on stage. I mean, you don't get it from not being inclusive, right? If someone wants to do something from the sport and the sport says thanks but no thanks, even though what you bring to the table can only help them, and they're not even willing to look at it and say no. They don't even give you the right to look at it and say no. They just say no without looking at it. The sport's implosive. Yeah. The sport's implosive. Look at the UFC. The UFC, they're doing all the right things. I mean, all of those fighters meet their media obligations. All of those fighters have a story to tell. I mean, some of them are just wow. You know, and the AVP has those people, right? You got Budinger, who is an ex-NBA player. You have Phil, who's not a loud guy, but whose play does the talking. You have Kerry Walsh, who's like She's probably one of the only transcendent active players who transcends the sport. When I say transcend, I mean people who don't know the sport know who she is.
Yeah.
That's how you know, which, by the way, that's how you know if you arrived. So you need this combination of cocky dudes, this combination of people who've been kicked around since they were born. Put them all together, film it, have someone call it, have someone color it, and have someone promote it. All of those moving parts. If one of those moving parts don't move, then all the rest of it falls apart, and that's what's wrong. That's what's has happened with the AVP in the past. But there's a shift. There's a shift, right? We got to give it up to Donald Son, man, and Jeff Conover, man. I've been one of the biggest critics. They call me a hater, but like, dude, I'm like in 2016, my girl would go to the games because it wasn't crowded. She used to come to the games because it wasn't packed. Now she got a problem.
Yeah, now we're watching it on Amazon Prime. I'm the same as your girl because I'll go out there on the first day or two, and I'm taking it in, and by Saturday or Sunday, I'm
they tell my girl stay home.
Yeah,